Hey, welcome to tonight's show. Tonight we're going to be exploring some conspiracy theory TikToks. And yeah, I think it'll be a good one. We got some strange ones on here tonight. So sit back and let us know what you think in the comments.
So it could be 1727 now?
It just could be. What if nearly 300 years of history never happened? Stay with me. In 1991, a German historian named Hermann Illig proposed something that shakes the very foundation of time itself, the phantom time hypothesis. His claim? The years 614 to 911 AD were completely fabricated. They don't exist. They were inserted into history, and we've been living in a false timeline ever since. Now, who would do this? And why? Enter Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII. Three powerful figures who supposedly conspired to alter historical records and manipulate the calendar. Why? Because Otto III wanted to rule in the symbolic year 1000 AD, a number that carries power, prophecy, and legitimacy. But instead of waiting, they fast-forwarded history itself. Now, think about this. We have written records from this missing period, sure. But where are the artifacts, the architecture, the undeniable physical proof? You'd expect 297 years to leave more behind, yet it's eerily scarce. And if this sounds impossible, just remember, Tartaria was erased from history. If they can erase entire civilizations, why not rewrite time itself?
This is just a theory, not a fact.
Whoa, that's crazy. But I remember hearing on something I had watched on YouTube that they said that it only takes 2 generations to wipe out history. And really, when you think about it, it does. Because one way to look at it is, look at now. We're the last generation to know what life was like before the internet. So, I don't know. Gives you something to think about. Tell me what you think down in the comments, and here's the next video.
They are poisoning you. So, did you know KFC's chicken isn't as real as you might think?
No, I don't.
So people are discovering that KFC's fried chicken doesn't behave like natural food. To prove this, they buy a piece of chicken and leave it out at room temperature for 24 hours. After 24 hours, they check to see if it decomposes or changes. Look at this video, they left it out for 24 hours and it looks almost the same. No rotting, no signs of spoilage, nothing like what you'd expect from real food. And this is what we're eating. If you look at the packaging and ingredients list for KFC's chicken, you won't see a lot of transparency about what's really in it. The preservatives and additives used in this chicken are designed to extend shelf life, but they also prevent it from decomposing like natural food. Take a close look at the ingredient list on the packaging. It includes a lot of chemicals and preservatives with long, complicated names. These additives keep the chicken from spoiling, but they also mean that what you're eating isn't just simple fried chicken. The breading and meat are loaded with substances that inhibit mold and bacteria growth, making them almost indestructible by natural processes. So the next time you or your kids crave KFC, think about what you're really consuming.
No, man, 100 on that. I know I've seen a couple of things lately that are really making me wonder what it is that I'm putting into my body. So, like for example, they put a McDonald's cheeseburger in a hydrochloric solution and left it for a few hours. And when they came back, what was in the solution, it looked like black tar. Like it was just disgusting. And what's with the new KFC commercial they got out with the one with the golden egg on the beach and the person dipping the other person like they're baptizing them in a lake of gravy, and they come out a drumstick or a piece of chicken? Like, what are they trying to say? I don't know, but yeah, you can check those things out. You'll see. But yeah, anyways, just be safe out there in what you're consuming and putting into your body, and really do your research. Thanks. Let's get to the next video.
I've read every fucking theory on how they built those pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza has 2,300,000 stones in it. Some of them they weigh between 2 and 80 tons. Some of them are cut from a quarry that's hundreds of miles away. These things point, that pyramid is shaped perfectly. Like, if you fucked up like a 1/4 inch there, a 1/2 inch here, by the time you get to the top, that thing's a mess. But meanwhile, it's not. It's perfect. It's also perfectly aligned to true north, south, east, and west. And they're not really sure how old it is. They think they date it to 2,500 BC, but that's just because of organic particles that they pulled from inside stones. But they also say that they probably could have sealed those stones and resealed those stones over time. You're dealing with like a gigantic mystery of unfathomable proportion.
No, he does have a point there. I don't know. I think it seems the more I learn about stuff, it just seems like everything that we were taught wasn't real, and everybody just said certain things to match whatever agenda it was they had. So I don't know, but it's looking pretty sus on my side of things anyways. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's get on with our videos.
Cerebral, ABC Digital. Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen.
Mr. Cybral.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Cybral, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Please
I have
give
the
it to
tape.
charity. It'd be fine.
Why don't you
I won't.
swear to, why not? Why won't you do it? So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Cybral has made a fool of himself in front of the world. Mr. Cybral, you do not deserve answers.
That really is one of the things that really puzzle me, because it seems the more I learn about it, that the more it doesn't seem like we've even been to the moon, or even into space for that matter. I mean, the whole thing with the Van Allen belts and the radiation just to get there, and the whole fact there's so many things surrounding the actual filming of the landing and whatnot. I don't know. I look into it and it seems that more and more that it was just fake, and I question if we've ever even been to space anymore. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Here's the next video.
Now, this is scary. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but there's a theory. Well, it's more like a religious theory. I saw this TikTok, and he was a preacher, right? He was saying, what if God is actually water? Look, watch this.
What if water is God?
Then that would mean God is both in us and all around us. That God is both above and below us. Why a woman's water breaks when we're born.
Crazy, right? But wait, that's not it. You know how we say God is everything, right? In this sense, like everything around us is what? It's water. There's water in the air that we can't see. There's water inside you. There's water inside me. There's water in every single thing that lives. Now, when there's a lack of water, if you look at a desert, if you look at a wasteland, right, what is there usually? Death. Death because of lack of water. And it's very hot, like hell. And now check this out. In the Bible, when Jesus said he was tempted by the devil, where was he? In the desert. He was looking for water.
I don't know. How do you feel about that? I mean, they do say the living water. So, I don't know. There could be something there. Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Did you know every single time Beyoncé begins one of her world tours, a massive music icon dies? This theory begins with the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Beyoncé embarked on her I Am Sasha Fierce World Tour starting in March 2009, and Michael Jackson died in June 2009. Right when Beyoncé announced her The Miss Carter Show World Tour in 2012, the Queen of Disco, Donna Summers, died. Then right before embarking on that same world tour, Queen of Vocals Whitney Houston died. It gets crazier because in June 2014, when Beyoncé and Jay-Z began their On the Run world tour, legend of soul music, Bobby Womack, died in June 2014. Literally, right as Beyoncé began her Formation world tour in April 2016. Prince died also in April 2016, right after Beyoncé and Jay-Z began their On the Run to World Tour in June 2018, Queen of Soul. Aretha Franklin dies in August 2018, seeing her pay tribute to a falling music icon at each of her tours is getting a little bit eerie. And the craziest part is that fans were already predicting who was going to be next, right when the Renaissance Tour was announced. Beyoncé began her Renaissance World Tour in May 2023, and Tina Turner died in May. And right on cue, Beyoncé paid tribute to her. People are asking Beyoncé to stop touring.
For real, there's something real strange going on there with both Beyonce and Jay-Z. And I ain't just saying that, but I think we can all agree with that in light of everything that's going on with Diddy and their association with them and all the things that are coming out in the industry. So, yes, definitely, I've always thought there was something strange about that woman, for sure. What do you think? Let us know.
Well, it's been another week in which the Trump regime has been going on and on about taking over Greenland. So what's the reason? What's behind it all? Well, have a look at this map. This is a map of a group of countries they called the Technate, which Elon Musk's grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, was involved in creating when he was the major player, or a major player at least, in a group called Technocracy Inc. in the 1930s. And it was operating, this Technocracy Inc., in Canada and the UK. Now note that this Technate runs from the north of South America, including Venezuela, up through Panama, which Trump has been threatening, the United States, Canada, which Trump wants to be the 51st US state, and, yes, Greenland. Just a coincidence, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that does seem a little bit suspect. I mean, I'm not saying that Elon Musk or anything is affiliated with anything bad or wrong or anything like that, or that I agree with any of this, but you know what, honestly, maybe we wouldn't even begin to feel this way if we were just told the truth once in a while, right from the start, you know. That's something I don't think we've ever been really afforded, so I guess everything is going to kind of seem a little bit suspect, so I don't know. What do you think anyways? Let me know down in the comments.
Why was your mum not at the party if all the parents were at the party?
She doesn't do the sex to us.
Was she at the party?
Yeah, no.
Why wasn't she at the party? Why didn't she get invited?
Because she doesn't touch us, she doesn't do sex to us.
Why wasn't she at the party?
Because she doesn't do sex to us.
I know she doesn't do sex, but...
And also because she's a vegan.
Right, but that's not a reason not to go to a party, is it?
No, you know, there is a reason, because there's only because she's a vegan, there's the party's non-vegan.
So it's a non-vegan party?
Yeah.
So why was you allowed to go then?
I don't even want to speculate what that's going. Oh my god, there's too many sick things going on in the world. Here's the next video.
Did you know about this? There's a theory that Antarctica isn't a regular continent, but a giant ice wall that exists to prevent us from seeing the rest of the world's continents, as well as hiding other species away from us. Nobody has ever managed to reach the wall without freezing to death, and around 162 people have gone missing in the past attempting to find it.
You're living in the Matrix. Imagine this. You're just at the end of your lifespan. You've done everything that you've wanted to do. You close your eyes knowing that your time is up. However, when your eyes open, you find that you're not in heaven or hell, but in the year 3000. With a notification telling you that you've just completed a simulation of the exciting primitive 21st century. You're no longer the age when you passed, but 16 years old, ready to play again. Now, it might be a bit of a stretch, but scientists have spoken out about how this is a very real possibility, and the probability of existing in the real world is almost zero. Just think about how much we've advanced from the day the first video game was released, to games that can be played today in complete virtual reality. It's been proven that everything we experience are just electrical systems to the brain. So what is stopping us from manipulating these signals to allow for infinite possibilities of what we are able to experience? Even though you can watch the full video by clicking on the link in the description, could it be possible that
too much? Wake up and you're in a whole different dimension or something, not even be in the world you thought that was. I don't know, that's crazy, it's crazy. But anyways, that's today's video, and thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. It really does help for the channel. It really, really does, and I really appreciate it. So please hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments anything you thought about the video and whatnot, and yeah, we'll be back with another video tomorrow.